Hello everyone. Let us now discuss how can we solve this problem. Minimum domino rotations for equal row. So we are given with tops I and bottoms I, nothing but two arrays represent the top and bottom halves of the ith domino. A domino is a tile with two numbers from 1 to 6, one on each half of the tile. Now we may rotate the ith domino so that tops I and bottoms I swap values. Return the minimum number of rotations so that all the values in tops are same or bottoms are same. If it cannot be done, return -1. So before going to the example, let us see what are the constants. The top's length is 2 into 10 power 4 and bottom's length is equal to top length obviously, and tops I and bottoms I will be from 1 to 6. This is the most important case. Now I am going to the first example and let me tell you that all the elements in top should be equal or all the elements in bottom should be equal. That's what given in the question, right? So to make it equal, I need to take an element from 1 till 6, right? So let me take 1. Now here, do I get any 1 here? No. And I also doesn't get any 1 here. So even if I swap these two, I won't get a 1. So at that point of time, I will not consider this one. Why? Because if both the elements, right, both in tops and bottoms, if I didn't get this element, then I cannot make uh, either top or bottom equal to only this element. So my first intuition is take element from 1 to 6. If I can't get tops of I equal to element and bottoms of I equal to element, or if I have to write it simply, if tops of I is not is equal to element and bottoms of I is not is equal to element, then I will simply return there itself. That means this element is not valid. Okay, I think it's clear for you till now. Now let us see. Okay, one is not valid. Let us go to the another element and take it. What will be the another element after 1? It will be obviously 2. That means I'm just iterating from 1 till 6. Now I took the element 2. So if I have to swap this, I got a 2 here. That means I can swap this and make a an element equal. Now bottom is not equal to 2. So bottom of I is not equal to 2. So what does that mean? That means I am making a swap in this bottom so that I'll get a 2. And here also I'll make a swap and I'll get a 2. Here also I'll make a swap and I'll get a 2. I think it's clear for you till now. So I get 3, right? Till now I got something like 3. Let me tell you what if these two are equal. We won't be considering that. I'll tell you why. Now 2 and 5. So when bottoms of I is not is equal to our element, then I will consider bottom swaps. So I'll write that. I'll write bottom swaps are for now for this element are 0. For this element which is 2 are 0. And what about the top swaps? I'll also write that. I'll tell you what are these top swaps. Again, the top swaps are if this top I is not is equal to the element, I am swapping it. So in the top I am swapping, so I increment the count of top swap. So let me go and do this for you. 2 5 I am here, right? For now I am here. 2 5 bottoms I is not is equal to, first thing I'll check if the both tops I is not equal to element, bottoms I is not equal to element, then element is not valid. And I'll do something there. I'll tell you what. 2 and 5. So 5 is not equal to element. So bottoms I need to increase. Okay, I have increased the bottom. Now I'll go to the next element 1 and 2. Now tops I is not equal to element. So top swaps, let me increment it. Now I'll go to the next element 2 6. Here bottoms I is not equal to element, so increment the count. Then go to 4 2. I think the intuition is clear for you, and if you have any doubts again, then let me know in the comment section or DM me in LinkedIn. I have given the description link in the description. 2 and 3 bottom swaps, let me increase it. Now here tops I is not equal to uh, right is equal to 2. Bottom size is also equal to 2. Now, do I have to consider this? And tops swaps will be incremented if tops I is not equal to element. Bottoms I also the same way is not equal to element, but they both are equal. So they then no need to change any top swaps or bottom swaps. Now, for element 2, I will be having minimum swaps. So minimum swaps is the swaps that we will be returning at the end. So it will be minimum of minimum swaps, and also here minimum swaps, and also minimum of top swaps comma bottom swaps, top swaps comma bottom swaps. Okay, I think it's clear for you now. Now, minimum swaps are till now are infinity. I'm just initializing it with infinity, and the minimum of top swaps and bottom swaps are 2, right? The minimum from this 2 will be 2, and the answer will be 2. I'll also check for 3, 4, 5, and 6, but it's waste of time, right? So minimum swaps are 2. I am saying that minimum swaps are 2. So what does this mean? So I am taking the stops and swapping here, then I'll get a 2 here. Now I'm swapping here, then I'll get a 2 here. Totally I got only 2 swaps, then I'll get the tops are equal to 2, right? I think it's clear for you, and let me write the algorithm. First thing, minimum swaps is equal to int max, right? Int max, and then for element, int element is equal to 1, and element is less than or equal to 6, and element plus plus, and I will be taking front or something, sorry, top swaps is equal to 0. Top swaps is equal to 0, and bottom swaps is equal to also 0, right? I'll take something like this so that it will be easier for me when I get to the code again. So int minimum swaps, then let me take a uh, what here. So min top bottom swaps is equal to 0. So then I'm taking from I is equal to 0 to tops dot size. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than tops dot size, and I plus plus. Now here, if tops of I is not equal to element, and bottoms of I is not is equal to element, then I will be doing something. I'll tell you what I'll do. First thing, make minimum, sorry, top swaps is equal to 0. Top swaps is equal to 0, and bottom swaps is equal to 0, and let me break it here, right? Now if bottoms of I is only not equal to element, then bottom swaps plus plus, and the same here, if tops of I is not equal to element, then top swaps plus plus, right? uh, okay, I think it's clear for you, but before that I need to change. Minimum swaps will be minimum of minimum wait a second, minimum swaps comma minimum of top swaps comma bottom swaps. So but before that, let me place this for loop will be closed here, right? Now, this for loop will be closed here. So, the top swaps will be 0, but instead it will be when I get make this 0, that means if minimum swaps are infinity, like if it is int max and I have break that when I got element is equal to 1. Now minimum of top swaps, bottom swaps, I made it 0, so here it will be 0 and minimum swaps will be 0. And when sorry, minimum swaps will be infinity, right? And the minimum from these two will be 0 and minimum swaps will be 0. But when I get to 2, uh, 2, then I got minimum swaps as 2, right? But when I have to change it, then I'll get the minimum swaps will be 0 there. And the minimum of here I got 2 and here I got 3. So minimum of these two will be 2 and still I'll get a 0, which is an error. So that's why top swaps will be int max and also here int max. I think it's clear for you. I just get this one and paste it over here. I think it will work for sure. Wait a second. Here at the last I will return if minimum swaps is equal to -1. Sorry, int max then return -1. That means we can't change or make a row, tops row or bottoms row is equal to only one element. Then if not, I'll simply return minimum swaps. I think it's clear for you. And wait a second, here minimum swaps or right. I think I didn't forget anything. Yes. So let us if you like this video, do share it to friends and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.